Don Bailey with head coach Mario Cristobal from Green Tree Practice Field. And coach, you just finished scrimmage number 2, and let's start this off a little different than normal. You see all the off-season work coming into play right now?
Well, to come out and practice in a day like today and then run, 100, I think it was 120 plus plays, it's going to show, right? And it did show. And we've increased our levels of physicality, of toughness, resiliency, being able to finish. And the guys that really attack the offseason, it shows up in a big positive way. And the guys that quite don't understand it and aren't there, it also exposes those guys. So I think today we found out a lot about our team, a lot of positive stuff, some other stuff we've got to get better at, but certainly the commitment to the offseason in terms of conditioning, in terms of lifting, it shows up on a day like this, because on days like this, football, it tells the truth, and the truth was told today.
You've said many, many times, and it's historical, Green Tree is a big part of the reason Miami football has success. And a day like today, pushing 100 degrees, humidity, and you're out here for 100 plus plays, this is going to help you win football games the entire season and years to come.
No doubt. And we have to take a lot of pride in the elements that we practice in and use it to our advantage. There has to be a lot of pride in the fact that we train in this all summer. And the guys do a hell of a job. We've got trainers, we're hydrating, we're making sure the rest periods are appropriate, they're conducive to getting better, but it also tests you. And a day like today, when you're in play 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of a drive, the film's going to show. The film's going to show who really is in game condition and who still has some work to do. But I think what really stood out is the competitive nature of our team is starting to show more and more. There's several battles for significant roles and other roles that are still up in the air that will carry on in the next week. And we saw some big plays and we saw some big play opportunities not converted on. And again, the film tells the truth. Tomorrow will be a day of assessment. Today we'll have a barbecue with the parents. They can hang out with them a little bit and then shut down the engines for a day and a half before we get back to school on Monday.
The difference in the offense from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2?
More efficient in several aspects. Had some big plays and had some big drops. There's no way to cut it. Can't sugarcoat that. So at the end of the day, we have to continue to get better so we can trust ourselves to run the playbook. And there's no shying away from that. I think a lot of times coaches get in front of a camera and a microphone and they try to, we've done so many good things. We've had some really good things in the passing game, but it's been inconsistent and we've got to improve that. Had some up and down days in every aspect. But we've been competing for the most part back and forth. And so far the competitive levels of our team, they just continue to get better, they continue to rise. But we got work to do. Camp isn't over. That's a misconception out there right now. Camp isn't over. It just happens to collide with the starter classes, which for us is a great opportunity to find out more about who can be trusted on this team, who's going to maintain a high level of academic, obligations and fulfilling their obligations and making sure that everything they do, right, is how they do anything is how they do everything. That's got to resonate on our entire process.
You have preached fundamentals on the defensive side of the football. How has that come along through camp and really the offseason as well?
Yeah, we're striking better. We're coming out of our hips better. We're striking. We're holding the point a little bit. I think in pass rush, we're working edges better. We're getting rid of blockers. Block destruction has paid off because our double team and double team recognition and reach block, man block, cutoff block recognition has taken a drastic step up as well. And we're finishing plays a little bit better. And we decided to keep playing today, past what we originally had dialed up, because we've got to get used to that. These elements, it's actually nicer out here. That's what it's going to be on game day. And so we have to get used to that. We have to get used to eating at a certain time, getting up at a certain time, having meetings a certain way, walking through a certain way, and then more importantly, our processes, man. You got to get those signals from the sideline. You got to get lined up and play football on football's terms. You can't play football on our terms. Like we decide when we got to do this and when we got to do that. So the best part about these guys, you can go right at it and be very truthful and very honest and typically get some really good results. But we still have a lot of work to do, and that's the best way to address it.
2 weeks from the ball game, opening season game, what happens next week and what happens the following week?
Yeah, still focus on Miami. We got class on Monday. Tomorrow will be a lift day, a recovery day, a regeneration day, a lot of film, walk through, prepare for classes. Monday is a mandatory off day, and then we'll run next week. Tuesday and Wednesday will be heavier days out here on the field in pads. We won't be working on first opponent yet. We still have some situational football we got to get good at. We also sprinkle in different, I would say, exotic things that we see throughout the season. So we log that in our memory bank. So we bring it out, a week, whatever, later on in the year, that we can summon those, our muscle and our brain, our cerebral, memory of those reps that we took, that they're not completely foreign to us, that we can use them. But there'll be heavy days, and the rest of it will look like game week, and we'll roll into our opponent by Thursday, Friday.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Don Bailey with head coach Mario Cristobal from Green Tree Practice Field.
Right, go Canes.